Good evening, YouTube. Once again, Mr. B. Raffle. Anyways, today was okay. It wasn't too bad. Could have gone better. But yeah, early in the morning, kind of did what I was supposed to do, but not completely. Like today, I was supposed to do the prep and bring out lunch. That's the plan I wanted to. But I got sidetracked because the guy who was supposed to go and cover the board had to go on break at 9:30, and because of that, I had to watch the board and make sandwiches and stuff. So, with that set in mind, I only got was the broilers. No, I got the meat well set up, basically where the meat stays cold. I got Sinbad. It's the fry machine. That's what it's named as, and got the steamer on to steam our buns after we toast them, keep them warm. And I was bringing out spec food, basically the chicken food that needs to get cooked and that. That's all I did. That's all I could do, because in between all that, I was getting orders, like up the ass. So because of that, I couldn't, get everything done. And then, my manager's like, well, why is this not done yet? Because of this and that, and etc. That's what happened. So, back to the... did the mentor come in yet? No. Or not mentor, inspector. Cal's inspector did not come in today. Well, when I was working. That person may come in at any time now. Which is now 4:08. Yeah, could be in at any time. And the thing is, the inspector could come in and has to be there for 6 hours inspecting everything. Because this is a Carroll's Corporation inspector. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm not there right now. Now, as for the restaurant, I don't know if it's going to pass. It might. I don't know. I mean, there's so many problems with the store. There's lack of staff, the way it runs with the whole kitchen miner setup, and I don't know. They're always basing it on last week's sales. It's just, you don't do that. You don't base it on that. I mean, that's what most companies do, but it's a stupid idea because, like, let's say, for instance, especially today, what if I came in and I wanted a smoky steakhouse? But guess what? Kitchen Miner says we don't need any steak, and it's got to be cooked to order. Okay? But what if they want that, plus with a double Whopper, with cheese, no onion, 2 4-pieces, 2 small fries, an icy, and a milkshake. Now, that's a lot of food for, 3 people? But yeah, so, and then not having steak, that's going to take 5 minutes. Plus, if we run out of Whopper meat, that's going to take a little longer. And the fries need to get cooked. They're talking about 9 to 10 minutes just for all the food to get done. Yeah. And it's not just because of lack of staff, it's just the way it's prepared and needs to be cooked. See, I got reminiscence back from the past. In the past, we had a broiler, one of the old broilers, where it was a conveyor belt that constantly turned around. Now, that thing was epic, because you could just keep throwing meat on there or whatever you needed, and it could get done in like an easily fashionable time. Like, I think the T-Grill, because the T-Grill says it takes 5 minutes. This is just the computer version of the broiler. Now, the old conveyor belt grill, I think it did take about the same amount of time, or maybe a little less. It was a little less, because the way we prepped it in the old days was we had to get old pans, and we had to de-thaw them, and we had to put them in like white sheets of paper, and we had to put them in the fridge. Then we take it out of the fridge, and we put it right on the broiler. That actually sped up time. Actually, yeah, it did actually take less. It took about 2-3 minutes, because of the fact that it's been de-thawed at first, and it just goes for the conveyor belt at the same time the burgers and the Whoppers took. Why don't we go back to the old setup? That was actually faster. And that way people will probably be less mad. Because today, it's not about the quality, it's not about the speed. I mean, those two things are important, but what about customer satisfaction? Doesn't that matter? Doesn't that count? I mean, seriously. Well, I mean, yeah, you need those two to make that final thing, but if you don't have the quality or the speed, customer satisfaction plummets. So, I mean, even today, I was waiting for some food, because I had to order something before I left, and I'll have it with me. It was for my stepdad. But nevertheless, I wasn't waiting for my food, and the people who were behind me were like, "We want to order our food, la la la." Well, they couldn't because my manager had to cover our spec board because they were short staff. Because of that, I was waiting to get my discount. Now, discount's 50%. It's not like McDonald's where you get free food. No, no, no. You get 50% discount, which is not bad. I mean, for a cheeseburger, small fry, and small drink, that's $4.74. Take 50% of that, you get $2.37. That's a pretty good deal, I think. But the problem with that is because of the order beforehand, which was a big order, which I mentioned earlier, and because of the time constraint, you know, it took forever to get their food, and they were complaining because we thought we had a short amount of staff. Not true. It's just the way it runs. So I was waiting to get my discount, and that took about 5 minutes, 7 minutes at most. And the people who were behind me were like, "Forget this, we're going to McDonald's." They didn't say they were on McDonald's, but that's what I assumed. They went somewhere else. They weren't saying. So, oh crap. Ugh. God damn it, I hate this. I gotta change my garbage can. But overall, I mean, it's ridiculous how we run. So, and I'm glad that person didn't come in today. I mean, our kitchen monitor has to have us at A+. We cannot waste food. Which, you know, I got it up to A+ today, at least twice. But by the time I left, it was at A-. By the time I come back in to order the food, it was at D+. Like I said, we had not just the eating people, we had drive-thru people come in. You know, people coming from drive-thru want to order food. So that takes even more food. Which means we gotta cook more. We can't cook more because of the kitchen monitor saying we had to cook this amount much. Because of sales. Seriously, it's just that bad. You know, the system needs to get redone. Carol's Corporation does not know what they're doing. I mean, they probably do know what they're doing, but it's not working at our store. Our store's last place in our district. Because of the lack of staff, the way it was running beforehand with our old manager, and it's not improved. I mean, after 3 years of work there, it's deteriorated because our old manager got fired. Like, when I first started, our original manager I got to know fired. Our assistant manager, who was awesome, went to a different place. And because of that, we had to get new people. We had to get the manager from, which was not really a manager, she was assistant manager. She had to move over here and cover our store and became manager once our old manager got fired. And then we had to hire another assistant manager. And then we had to get, you know, I don't know how many supervisors, like 3 or 4 supervisors? Shift supervisors? I mean, it's a lot. And then a year later, we lost that manager, got a new manager, got another assistant manager. So we now have 2 assistant managers, a manager, and like 3 or 4 shift supervisors still. But currently active having 2. Now the staff, every weekend, always the same. You know, we have 2 or 3 people in the kitchen after like anywhere between 12 and 2, which we should actually have 4 until 4 o'clock because we're still in a rush till 4 o'clock. I don't know what it is, but our store refuses to run on burger board. This entire weekend I was a bouncer. I mean, I don't like bouncing, but shoot, if we're getting hit that much, we should at least open up 3 boards. I don't know why we had to stay on 1 board. Didn't make sense. I mean, yeah, granted, we had to get clean. We had to clean stuff up. We had to have stickers and stuff because of the Carol's inspector coming in, which never showed up yet, from all the knowledge I know, since it's been there. So we'll find out next weekend what happened to our store, and hopefully it passes. If not, oh crap. Yeah, not good for me. I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll find out next weekend. Other than that, weekend in general was just overall quality. I'll give it a C. Because yesterday was crazy, and it sucked. And then today got a little bit better, but it still sucked at the beginning. So, see you next week in YouTube. Or maybe Friday. I'll show, you know, bonus video. Bonus video letting you know what happened. And see what happens to my store. And then we'll make a plan. Bye, guys.